Okay, students, Mr. Womack here. Now that you have a box, a solid box, I want to show you what you can do with that box and how you can move it around the screen and all kind of things like that. So I showed you this in the overhead toolbar, the zoom to fit. So you can click on that and it'll put your project right in the middle of your screen. Now I want to turn our attention to your mouse. Let's turn our attention to your mouse. So your mouse has a left click and right click, and in the middle it has a roller wheel. So I'm going to actually um, uh, roll my wheel back and forth, back and forth. And as you see, as I roll my wheel back and forth, my box moves. But here's the thing. I can go ahead and put my cursor on somewhere on the box and roll, and it'll roll to that area. So if I put my cursor here, it'll roll to that area. If I put my cursor here, it'll roll to this area. So if I want to make it roll in the middle, so I'll just put my cursor there and I'll roll my roller wheel back and forth. If I roll it, I put my cursor here, it's going to roll all the way off. And you remember how I can get it back? Exactly. Zoom to fit. Click, it comes right back to me. So there's a one way that you can move your box. Another way you can move your box, if you come off to the side and click on this empty gray area and right click. If you right click on your mouse, you get these menu options. Hey, look, there's zoom to fit. So if I rolled it off, I can zoom to fit. You also have rotate view. Let's click on rotate view. I'm going to click on that, and now I'm going to press down on my left click on my mouse, and now I can rotate my box around. Okay. I'm going to go over, I'm going to right click again. I'm going to hit select. I'm going to right click again and I hit zoom to fit. Okay. Now, I'm going to right click again and I want to show you a different one. This one is called pan. So if I click on pan, now if I press down on my left button, I can move my box around the screen that way. So a number of ways you can move your project. Now, I want to get it to look like it looked before. I'm not sure, I rolled it around and I wanted to make it look like it looked before. Now, up in your overhead toolbar, there is this selection. It's called View Orientation. It changes the view or the orientation and it gives you a different viewpoint. So let's click on it. Now, do you see that this kind of shadowy thing kind of appears? If you click on any one of these, it'll flip your box to that side. You click on it again. How about if I click to this side and you click on it again? I can click like a corner and click again, corner. But you notice something when I click on here? I have other options that appear. I have this box with the top that's shaded, and if I click on that, it'll give me the top view. That's what it looks like from the top. If I click on this one, it'll give me the left view. You also see that there's a control +3. So if you hit the control button and the 3, it'll also do that. Okay, so there's the left view. And the one that we all probably are looking for is the front view. And there's the front view. Okay. Now, there's another really cool feature in the orientation menu. So if I click on here, there's this box here. And there's a drop down and there's an isometric. Click on isometric. That's my favorite view, is the isometric view. Now I can go ahead, I can see most of the sides of my project. If I wanted to work on the top of the side of it, I can do that. Isometric. So I click on here, and I go to isometric. I have diametric. This should show me a different view. And This one is trimetric. That shows a different view. I like the isometric view. So you can move your box around a number of different ways. Right-clicking, using the orientation view menu from your overhead toolbar. And one last one I want to show you real quick is if out here, if you right-click and hold it down and then swipe your mouse up, you can change the view of your box that way. So I'm right-clicking and then I'm going to the right. So I'm right-clicking and I'm going down. I'm holding down the right mouse button. Okay, so I want you to practice moving your box around.